share. Good. Okay. Hi. It's the 25th of September, and yeah, just getting through some tasks. Got these ones down here to get through today. Like basically 2 menu buttons for the pause menu, and then a bunch of stuff for achievements, and the rest of this list. Yeah. I didn't make the contrast showing that there, but it's quite a long list, but it's getting close to being done. It's a really nice day. I really shouldn't be in here, but stuff's got to get done, right? And I just found out it's 2 days until the 2-year anniversary of this game being released originally. So yeah, I'm feeling pressured to get this at least in a state where I can show this is the game done. So yeah, let's jump straight in. Don't need to go through the build today. It's not really been long enough since yesterday. I got a pretty good set of tasks from that playthrough, and to be honest, as always, most of it's on the last level. It's the area of the game that needs the most work. So I'm just gonna post a link to this Twitch on the Twitters. And then yeah, we can actually get going on something. Okay, and I'll probably just, there we go, do a bit of a self-promotion there, and then we can get going. Haven't decided yet whether or not I'm going to put all of the pause menus into one pause menu, rather than having one per level. I might have one global one. I'm not sure what the knock-on effects will be. It might be one of those things where I have to try something and then revert back to a backup if it doesn't work well. We'll see. Okay, yeah, there's my notification. Right, let's get going. Okay. Notice the I've set up the exposure settings on my webcam myself, and as soon as a cloud goes in front of the sun for a second, it looks instantly grim. But these settings, yeah, they're not that easy to. If you have it on auto, you just have this weird blown out, strange, gothic looking image going on. But yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, right. Who cares about my face anyway? Right, so first on the list is, which list? This one or this one? Let's do the reset to home button. So I'm going to do everything on level 0, just turn everything off except the UI. Right, what a horrible night to have a curse indeed. It's clearly not UI then, it is the pause section. Right, so I need to add, let's make sure that's selected, add these 2 new things that I added yesterday. So we've got UI reset home and reset level. Now I need to work out how it's best to arrange this stuff. I'm going to change my grid to something more workable. Why does tab not work here? Sarah? Seriously? Right. 8. Oh, well. I was clearly working slightly off grid here. Let's go down to 4. God damn, why is that not there? Okay. Yeah, that looks workable. Why is that one off? Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just gonna drop into the quote menu and then look at the options screen. That's a mess. I am actually going to have to launch the game because I don't want to move any of that stuff and it's getting a bit temperamental at this stage. I would like if someone else followed other than its knob. It looks funny. But it does say its knob above my head. So, yeah. Sad face. Okay, so you get to see the slight addition I made to the animation here. That's so pointless. Why did I do that? Okay, here we go, that's what I needed. Right, so it's sound, music, vibration, weather. So sound, music, vibration. Okay, so let's right, so what I'll do is see, what's that "are you sure" for? Huh. Because I feel like maybe I need some confirmation on the, like, if you're going to retry, you could accidentally hit pause and sort of scramble and restart your progress. That would suck. Just wondering if I shoved all this in one corner and this in another, I could have the same confirm deny option. That's really annoying. Just trying to think how to arrange this so it's all on one screen and it all looks sensible. It's that massive pause move button. It's really, really, really annoying. Because what I could have done is had like reset to home somewhere like here, reset here, and then when you click them, it brings up a tick and a cross, so you could kind of back out if you wanted to. And that looks quite nice, I think. I mean, the fact that these two have a similar functionality and these four have a similar functionality means, well, let's just set that up first. Let's see how that looks. We've got something like this going on. Not sure. Because it feels like these two need to be stacked, and they probably need to be different to these toggle buttons. Like maybe if they were more like that. How big is the home button? Huh. Well, the home button's not that far off it anyway. Different size overall, but could I just make that smaller? How do I say pause move in an image? Because if I just put a little pause logo, it's just going to be the same thing. I can't think I had to do it. This is one of those moments where I wish there were people in the chat. So I could actually get some kind of ideas. I mean, what size am I trying to get these? So 44. If I was to resize this. Okay. Construct really. Oh, I guess it's the stream that's making my computer sing, shall we say? It's rather loud. I'm assuming it's the graphics card. Right. Let's have a look at this. Okay, it's going to stretch it again, obviously. I mean, it does look different to the others. Like, do I have enough space maybe to do something like... No. Like, if that was maybe half the size and it just said pause move, like I just literally took this and replaced the first word. So something along these lines. Could that work? Maybe? I'm definitely at that point now where I don't want to save anything because I've messed around with stuff. Like, that could work. Although I am running out of space here. I've actually run out of space. Because I can't really go that much lower. Because that's going to be over the text. Unless maybe the... This is where I wish I had some form of scrolling or a next button or something. I just don't want to add anything extra to this menu because I could ship without these two things. It was just like kind of one of those, it won't take too long. I need to stop doing this to myself. Wait, what? It's 44, right? 4432. 4432. Weird. Position 4432, 4432. Size 4432. Wait, what? 4432. What? Oh, it's just because the origin's off, idiot. Middle. Good, right, I'm not going crazy. Maybe if it was along these lines and it was kind of more like this. Maybe. They're not exactly spaced that well though. That's annoying me now. Such a cell difference as well. Right, this probably needs to be the size of about 2 of these buttons, which is very close to. This is making my computer make a lot of noise. Yeah, I might need to turn the auto camera stuff on. It looks very gloomy where I am, but it's a really nice blue sky day outside. Just, I guess the sun's behind those lovely thick clouds. Do the same with this level and use it as reference, I guess. You're joking. It is a global layer, so I am changing all of them. Amazing. I could have done this last night, or at least started it. Okay. Right. Just wish this was just a pause button, but maybe it can be. Maybe it can just be in series like the rest of them. I just wish this was a block, like it is on the main menu. And in the middle, so it was the same. I mean, I could just do something like this. Sort of means reverting back, because it's basically where it used to be, and I don't want to... Yeah, I am actually going to revert. Is there no revert? Well, it's good that I know that it's a global layer now, so I don't have to change it every time. That's great. So that text at the bottom is basically the text that says what option you're changing. I think. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. What's this stuff? Oh yeah, okay. I should actually be running that all the time. It's the debug overlay. It says, this is a debug build. Please do not use this for screenshots. But because this game's already had its release date, almost 2 years ago now, no one's going to care anyway, so it's fine. Speaking of nobody caring, how's the stream looking? 0 viewers, excellent. Right. Okay, that's fine. I mean, everyone's probably out doing better things in the sun than sitting watching me. Yeah, so we need to do a little search for this. What the fuck? Why is that not there? Oh, there is a separate options. There we go. Pause menu. And if I'm correct, yeah, so that's the text when you pause the game. Supposed to. And that's sort of one bit strange then. If I was to say run the game. Okay. That's weird. So if I hit that, you see where the text is. So what I've got to work with. So these get clamped at the bottom of the screen, so that's actually not the bottom. Interesting. And that's crashed. Yeah, okay, so let's put the grid back to the way it was, because it was actually quite useful where it was. Okay, so now that's actually in the right place. weird. So I obviously still want to add these extra layers, images. Making stupid mistakes right now. Yeah, so pause. Home and level. Let's keep them off screen for now. So to make this match the pause menu, the main menu, I need to put these in a sort of block of 4. But that might not be important. What I'm currently thinking is I put this pause move up the top, put these two down there, and then have the resets at the side. It's not that visually nice, I guess, but I don't think I've got much choice. Yeah, okay. Let's try that. So this goes up here. Interesting, it's slightly longer than I thought it was. So this can go down. I forgot where my edge was, right there. There. Weird. Slightly off grid, huh? Okay, and then these two could just be. Where am I gonna put the tick and the cross though? Ideally, I wouldn't have this pause move thing, because I could have these next to each other and then have the tick and cross underneath. But I've got a weird number of. This is a weird problem to fix. This is very strange. So if they're about here, that makes them feel separate, like they're all options. But this needs to be one of them as well. And I don't have any extra options to shoehorn in to turn it into a block of 6. Well, I technically do. I did have, at one point I had an option to turn the UI off. I'm not going to do that. I did actually make a button for it. I don't know where it is though. There was one though. I did make. What's this? Oh, achievement button. I don't think I used this anywhere. Huh. I don't use this anywhere. Weird. When did I make that? What other mysterious things are there in here? Legacy. Huh. I totally forgot about these things. That's great. Oh, custom mouse cursor. Looks like a house, not like an arrow. Oh, it's raining now, so yeah, maybe someone will view. Achievement icon. Yeah, I do use that. Strange there's an achievement button though. Maybe I could put that up there. No, it's fine, it's fine. I can just do this and if I make this slightly thicker on both sides, so what's the gap on there? 3. So if it's more like this. I wonder if I could do the fill up thing. So you have to just hold it. Just takes too long though. It's the sort of thing where you want to like click something, you go book, done. with that exact sound. Oh, this is annoying. It's a presentation thing, and these kinds of things drive me crazy. I really can't think of how to arrange this in a way that works better, so... Just because I don't really have that much space. I mean, I could maybe move this further down. Where do I see the layout? Is it background, I guess? But that looks horrible now. This is nightmare fuel. I cannot work out how to arrange this better. Should probably look at some other interfaces, but most people will just do a scroll or have a button. Like, trying to shove everything on one screen is difficult. Although not that difficult if I didn't have this monstrosity. I think I'm just gonna revert and put them at each side. No, I'm not. I'm gonna go back to what I was thinking before. So putting this over there, putting these two underneath. So there's some consistency between the different menus. And then I'm going to put the other two buttons underneath that. And just hope there's not a problem with hitting restart on them. This way around, I think. I'm just trying to think of which, if you hit it accidentally, it would be a problem. I could turn the whole thing into a big tick and cross kind of thing, like yes, no, cross, circle, whatever. I am going to make these wider though, because they are slightly different. And 44. Quite hungry actually. Although it is raining now. So now there's going to be a gap of 2 between them. That's fine. Just wondering how that looks overall. For somebody who spends so much time on this kind of presentation stuff, I really dislike doing it. It's important though. It's with a game with such a sort of tight scope as this has. I feel it's quite important to get the presentation right. Like, it's a game that kind of relies on achieving that authenticity like throughout. So I'm not using. I'm never really leaving. In fact, I never leave the pixel grid, and I don't like use transparency or any other fancy kind of stuff. So I try to make it look as authentic as possible, but obviously I'm breaking the rules of a Game Boy. Like, even down to the resolution, I'm working slightly higher than Game Boy. How's that look? Just gonna run the game and see how it looks. Okay, right. And now it's brightening up. The gain on the camera's gone crazy. Okay, that's fine. Right, so I am aware that 2 buttons are going to be floating over the screen now, and my camera is blooming the hell out. Just gonna do something about that. Okay. It's quite sunny outside. Right, so yeah, so the 2 buttons are there. How does that look? Where's the text? So the text is still in a decent place. That still works, and these aren't going to do anything yet. So what I could do is when you press that, it'll say, "Are you sure?" and there'll be like a cross here and a tick here, so it's kind of spread. Well, that could work. I don't think I need to have this toggle pattern on the pause either. Like, it makes sense on these because you want it to be quite obviously depressed, but the pause button doesn't need to do that. It's not a click in button. It just needs to pop out. I think I might actually change that. I know it's not that important right now, but it's annoying me, so that means it automatically is important. I'm going to move these in a bit closer as well, so this is going to move to the left, and this will move to the right a little bit. But I'll probably keep this gap around the middle. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Right, so let's... I'll have to do all the stuff to get rid of it as well, but... And then have a message here that says reset to... maybe go home, and then restart. Home menu... Maybe I could just replace these two, like, so when you tap it, it turns these into a tick and a cross. Yeah, okay. Alright. So, where do I begin? So we've got... Let's move this in. Yeah, that looks tighter, and it does feel like these need to be a bit more close. It's incredibly tight now. It's 2 and a bit. Just no, they're going back. Just conscious that your thumb might, when you're trying to press one other thing, it's going to be like smush over the screen and press like more than one button at any given time. So yeah. I need to do the pressed in versions of these, and these might need to actually have the depressed version so that I can actually pop up a confirmation or not. Or is it that important? Maybe I should just try it. Like if you press this, yeah, I'm just gonna try it. So these are invisible. Yeah, okay, so these need to be invisible on start. And I need to find the pause menu. So pause 1, text visible. Right, so one. So the tick and cross code is actually done. Although is that just for the main menu? I think it might be for the main menu. Because I am basically reusing the same code. Set UI invisible. Invisible. Why is it only setting some of this to visible? Well, I want to treat it like the pause button, I guess. Well, I definitely want it to be in here as well, so let's add that. And UI reset home. No. Just need to find where I actually set these things to visible again. UI, so weather. Where are we? So that's on the touch event, but the touch event's kind of okay. So I just need to find paused. So paused is 1. Right, okay, yeah, I need to set it in here. Is this going okay? So reset home, okay. Right, so I just got to open Steam a second. I really should get some background music for this kind of thing when I start getting distracted by other things. What if... Yeah, there's definitely some things I could do. I'd like to get something to do with the game, really. Did I not get something on Steam? Strange. Must have been an invite to a game or something. Okay, anyway, distraction over. Just gonna run this. Do I save? Yeah, sure, why not? Usually I would have saved the second version of the game and then just eventually deleted the old version, but I'm confident this is what I should be doing. And it's quite an easy fix to get rid of. I can just disable the script and move the objects out, or even just delete them. It's probably broken the achievements again. Must remember not to do that. There is a setting, I know, that you can set so that it always launches the right level. But there's sometimes I do need to launch different levels, so... Just want to look to see if there's actually a pop in the animation here. He doesn't do the squish. I think that's the problem. I think I need to add that. I know it's so minor, but it's probably also really easy to do. And it's at the bottom of the list anyway, so it's fine. Okay, let's make sure this still works. Good. Wait, how are the achievements? Yeah, see, I've screwed up the achievements now. It's so annoying. Except this one. Why does time played always work? All the others break. It's really, really annoying. Okay. So yeah, we got no buttons here, that's fine. And if we're pressing them, nothing's happening. Obviously nothing's going to happen there. These all still work. I mean, I could do with lowering it a little bit because there is space for the text, and the only... I think I need to test on iPad, but I think the iPad gets like taller, so I need to make sure that it doesn't look too weird there because this gap here will be strange. So I might just move everything down a little bit. Yeah, probably about to here or something. Maybe move the text down a little bit too. Yeah, I can probably do click events for these now. I'm so tempted to put a like full white screen, are you sure? And then a ticking across at the bottom of it. I don't know, that's like basically where these alternating like dark pixels are. I might make them alternating white over the top of this as well. I don't know. That's working fine. So, how's the audio on that? If I spam it, I don't think I've actually tried that yet. Yeah, seems to be fine. Cool, alright. Right, okay, so why didn't I have these on my list? I like to scrub things off, it's fun. Yeah, so how do I go about having them press? That'll be in the options screen, so what's the simplest? I think, yeah, mute sound's definitely the simplest one I've got. Alright, so input to restart run. So it should do all of the other crap, but we're gonna change the button to a new one. Let's say restart run, so that's restart level. Of course I've given it a different name already. Amazing. What is it? No, that doesn't need to do that. All of that. Set animation to click. Really worried about doing all this stuff on controller. I don't know how it's going to work. Don't really know where to begin. set text to "Are you sure?" I should have probably just done the reset, used the reset code here, which is, yeah, reset button, so it does a bunch of other stuff. I may have to yet, or I'll just continue down this new path. Okay, alright, so don't need this web storage. Stop hide. Okay, that's just to change the text. Don't think I need that. I need to add a new animation. Okay, so default and clicked. Okay, so I hate doing this. Could you show me your levels? Yeah, sure. I can run through it now. Yeah, I'll just launch the game a second. I really should put a timestamp on these messages. Right, okay. So yeah, this is the intro of the game. Then yeah, here's the main map with all the different levels on. So it's around like kind of there's different challenges per level. I'm just going to look at the first one for now. Different characters as well. And you can change the colour scheme as well per level. And what I'm doing right now is working on the pause menu. According to this, my CPU usage is very high, so this might be quite choppy in the stream. I'm not quite sure why. I think I'm going to close Slack. That's probably not going to make a huge difference, but maybe my computer's getting hot. Okay, so well, it's not pressing, but it's saying "Are you sure?" and then it's not going away. It does after a second or two. That's not what I want though. But it is okay. So there's definitely some animation issues on that button I need to fix, and it needs to obviously pop in like that. Okay, so yeah, I just need to jump back to that. I'll show you another level quickly. I've got time. Let's go to the Citadel. It's one of the nicer looking levels, I think. Yeah. So I've got some work left to do on this. Like the bottom of the platforms need to be kind of like sunken into the lava. I've got a few little like lava effects I'm going to add as well, but it's getting pretty close to being done. Yeah, this level's got like a few different challenges into the others. Need to work on those fireballs a little bit. Shit. Quite fast. I have no idea how this is going to hold up over the stream. There's quite a lot of scrolling going on. But yeah, that's probably one of the nicer levels in the game. I'm quite happy with the visuals in that one. Actually, I should just test the pause screen on another level. Okay, so still I just need to work out how to maybe make these pop up little like confirmation buttons. Yeah, maybe my computer's running low on just CPU usage, so I guess it's because I'm trying to do 60 frames per second. Maybe it's not running so well. Doesn't say it's dropping any frames in there, but I guess I'm not running the game now. But yeah, that's the game. It's quite a simple runner, but I think that there is some like hidden depth there as well, which is what I've been working on the last few weeks. Warning, high CPU usage. Consider turning down settings. No, I don't want to. I'm wondering if it's because of the resolution I'm running at. Maybe, I don't know. Right, so that wasn't working properly. Let's get to the bottom of that. So, clicked and unmute, so that needs to be set to default. And I know why it changed to the other option, the other animation frame. Because it's an animation, so it's playing the last frame because it's scrolling from one to the next. You think Steam would like my game? I'm not sure. Because I've seen a lot of games that are quite similar, and people really like they downvote them. They say, "Don't put this shit on Steam." Mobile crap, that kind of thing. It's like, well, this was like, I mean, it's hard work getting this to work on mobile. But it's hard to tell. What's good for pixel art? I use this, which is basically Paint. But this game's very simple, so it's, in its visuals. So I generally just use this. Sometimes I'll use like Photoshop or I always forget the name of it. Pixel Edit, sorry, with a Y. I'll just show you that in a second. It's quite cheap. You do have to pay for it, I think, but let me just get that up here. Yeah, this thing here. So I use this Pixel Edit whenever I'm doing any kind of advanced pixel art. What did I last do with it? Giant. Wow, my internet is quite slow today. So, oh, that's some nice pixel art being shown today. I should check this more often. So I did this in Pixel Edit. If it eventually loads. Yeah, so this little dude, like, it's quite good for animation. But yeah, Pixel Edit, try it out. It's pretty good. I'll put the link in the chat. But to be honest, with this game, I generally just use this. I've never tried isometric art myself. but yeah, like I haven't. I think it's because I don't really use it, like play many games myself. Like they're isometric. I remember playing Equinox back in the day, but yeah, it's not really something that I've particularly wanted to do myself in the past. Because I think it's just because I didn't play those games. Is this how I'm doing it? Can't remember the pattern. Is it so it's in reverse L, and then is that right? Is it one reverse L? No, it's two. Yeah, so that's the pattern. Okay. But yeah, you should be able to use pixel edit for isometric stuff. I just, like I said, it's not an art style that I've really done myself, and it's not something I really play. I did remember somewhat enjoying that isometric Sonic game, Flicky's Island, I think it was called. I seem to remember liking that. But yeah, I generally just use this, which, you know, it works, it does the job. I could have done this so much faster in Photoshop, of course, because I could have just made a pattern and then just done a flood fill on it, but it's okay, I've started now, so. Yeah, there's quite a lot of people who have been using pixel edit as well. It's I guess it's got like quite a big following, like graphic scale. A lot of people use that too. Yeah, I bought graphic scale thinking that I needed something better than Photoshop, and I just kept going back to Photoshop just because graphic scale felt 1,000 years old at least. Pixel edit feels quite new. It works on Mac as well, which is quite cool. So whenever I'm traveling to and from Scotland, I use that because I can use my Mac. I don't have to use my Surface, which is getting pretty old now. What else? Oh yeah, so I've got to invert these colours as well. So it's quite easy to do. Right. This is not the most exciting of pixel art right now. It's just UI. Like this kind of thing I could have done like in a second in Photoshop, which there is a button there just to export to Photoshop, but I've started, so I'm going to finish. But yeah, Construct has this little like paint package in there, so you can just use that. Which is what I do generally because this game's very simple and it's quite a low resolution, so yeah. Is that exactly the same style? Yeah, okay, cool. I don't think I need that around as reference anymore. Okay. This is kind of boring. But it's fine. I'm just going to switch. I'm conscious that I'm getting a lot of errors on my stream, so I'm just going to switch to I set my stream is offline then. Where's my dashboard? I think it's because I'm running the video at the same time. That should be better. Okay, right. Back to doing boring patterns. I mean, I'm quite used to the shortcuts in these things, so that's why I don't mind doing such, you know, dull tasks, because it's quite quick to do. And I'll be able to, for the next button, I can just copy paste most of this, because it's all going to be basically the same. I mean, Sierra could maybe update these tools so that they could be a bit more pixel art friendly, but to be honest, I think they've been promoting a lot more of their games that don't use pixel art. So I think, yeah, there's a lot more like games that use Spriter and other skeleton-based tools, like Spriter and Spine, stuff like that. I hate when you do one of these dither patterns and then you move over to the side and you realise you've gone off grid at some point and your pattern's broken for like half of the image. Very, very annoying. No! It's on a roll then. Just gotta treat it like a game when you're doing something this dull. There's a lot of noise going on downstairs. I see my housemate's back home. What is going on? Right, okay. Almost there. Bang. Right. Save that. Don't want to do that again. Okay. So what did I need to do? I needed to make it so that that was actually... I needed to make it so that depressed and it brought up a confirmation. What's the best way of doing this? Well, work out why that stuff isn't working first. So clicked. I think the reason it's not playing the clicked animation is because in paused mode the frames can't change. I've just got to test this now very quickly. Matter what level it is. Okay, so that seems right at the moment. Okay, so it clicks in. Doesn't seem to unclick. That'll be because the name of it's wrong. So yeah, that's stuck on clicked in. I'll just die and see what happens when I retry it. Okay, so that's still, that resets it. That'll be because I don't have the right animation set up. So it's currently set as default and clicked. That's correct. Oh, of course. It's trying to check for a. It's trying to check for a local variable that I don't have set up. So I need to set a local variable up, even if I'm. Yeah. That was pretty stupid. I should have realised that. Reset level. And then reset level 1. I think this should work. So I want to have it so that, oh no, I need to look at how the reset's done. So, where is that? So reset button. So what I do is to be honest, I should have just copy pasted this button. This is a lot more relevant. Which I'm actually going to do. So it sets that to visible default. Sets all those things to invisible. I've just got to disable this stuff though. Hey, Taka Taka. Been a while, right? I've not been streaming that often lately. Game's pretty much near its end though, so that's cool. Right, so I don't need these yet, although I will. Text options, I sure. Maybe that doesn't need text. Maybe it just needs the buttons to replace it. Which is how I do the reset. That's what I should be doing. I've made a mess of this now, haven't I? Okay, so that needs to be up there because I need it to make a sound no matter what. So it sets reset to 1. Why am I doing it like that? Sets. I'm pretty sure I don't need the text. So it sets the local key. Sorry, I've just got to test this again. Yeah. I mean, I put these streams up on YouTube afterwards. Most of the time. Sometimes there's like Twitch does something weird to the video and it doesn't upload or whatever, but they generally go up on YouTube afterwards anyway. So, and hopefully they're useful to some people. Hopefully. I wouldn't say a lot, but I've done a few streams lately. They're quite long. I don't know if anyone actually watches them all. Okay, that was strange. Why was that? That was because no... So what should happen here is... I'm wondering if it should just be full white screen or whatever the lightest color is in the palette. Then ticking across, are you sure? And then boop, boop. That's the sound it will make. That little house looks really pathetic on its own. It does look like it should be bigger. I don't know. I know why that didn't depress the first time though. It was because... Are you sure? Could do the cross here and the tick here. But yeah, I can't remember what I was saying now. I've streamed a bit. And is this all working okay? So if I go to pause, will that still be okay? So I want that to unpress it. But yeah, the reason it wasn't pressing before is because the variable hadn't been created yet. I don't remember how I do that in the other levels. Well, I thought this was going to be a quick task, and it doesn't seem to be the case. I think I've been at this for about an hour now. It's meant to be a single button to restart. I could just make it do that right now. So it clicks, that's visible. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, menu stuff just takes forever, especially if it's a mess like this one is. Just because it's so old and... yeah. Where do I set these things up? Is it in the loader? It can't be in the loader, surely. No, it's not in the loader. But it might be on boot. It is on boot. I think. Maybe not. Yeah, it is. So set local key, what was it? Reset level. Then reset menu. Okay, that'll clean some stuff up. And I need to work out why these things are messing up. These are the achievement variables. There seem to be something going wrong with them. Yeah, my stuff is not clean. This stuff is a total mess. But it's because I've hit that. I'm near the end. Rewriting things is not a good idea. Like I've got, I don't know, less than a week left on the game now. I think it's pretty damn close. Like, yeah, I would say less than a week of like evenings, probably a full weekend required to actually, you know, put a nail in it, so to speak. Right, so if I just make it so that this restarts the layout, will that be okay? I'm just trying to think of the things I need to set up. I'm going to try it and see what happens. I'm sure there's going to be problems I haven't thought of, like the fact that it's still going to be paused when I restart the layout, like something's going to go wrong, like... Okay. Oh yeah, sure, I can do that. It's actually quite small for me to read as well. It's also because I'm running, you know, a 1440 resolution. Okay, that wasn't quite what I was expecting to happen there. What's happening to the music? So it's still paused, I guess. Yeah, it's still paused. Okay, I thought something might go wrong. Yeah, I'm running at a high res, so that's why things might look a bit blurry. But I can make this a bit bigger. Is that better? Let me check the Twitch. Full screen that. Wow, it's quite far behind. I didn't realise how far. It can probably be a little bit smaller than that. There. That seems about right. Maybe one more. I just gotta wait for to see the stream, see if it's okay. I can do one more zoom level. Yeah, that's fine. Right, I'll just close that preview because it was murdering my frame rate earlier. I think it was that anyway. Could have been something weird going on my machine, but yeah. Okay, right, where was I? I screwed something up then, so start of layouts, options, pause button, time scale to 0. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I had it on the wrong option for one thing. But there's definitely more things I need to do to restart the game. And the easiest way to do it is basically emulate whatever happens when the player dies. So that is basically need to work backwards from the point where it restarts. So touch start, press, show visible score. So that's for when you that's quite far down. Do I ever restart the layout? I must. I do indeed. So I stop all audio. I set ready to false. Okay, that's some other stuff that I don't need to think about. But I do stop all audio, which is probably worth adding. Options. Oh yeah, I need to adjust the zoom level on that as well. Okay. Stop all audio, restart, okay. Yeah, so no, I'm not making the music myself. The music is done by my friend Barry. I do some of the sound, but yeah, he does the music. He's pretty damn good at what he does as well. Right, where's my search? Clear that. So on player death, what do I need to do? I must do something with pause, like sound to death, game speeds, unlock stuff. Dead to true. I mean, I could do that. Is dead. Start animation. So, show unlocks. Do I have a link to his stuff? Yes, I do. Give me 1 second. Yeah, he's got a SoundCloud, and it'll have some of this stuff and a bunch of his other things as well. The soundtrack to this game is actually going to be released later on iTunes. But yeah, that's his SoundCloud, and you could follow him on Twitter. Here. A lot of old school stuff that he likes. Okay, right. So to this problem at hand. Maybe I just need to set pause to 0. That could be all I need to do. Set reset to 0. This was meant to be a quick task. Always the way. It was meant to be super fast, and I was meant to get through all this stuff today and be ready to work on the trailer for the rest of the week, because that's the next big task, getting the trailer done. And I think actually my friend Barry's probably going to be working on the trailer for it. Barry and Richie, they run a production company. But they need to get a bunch of footage from me and, individual assets, like these characters and things. That I'll probably make them individual assets and put them in the trailer somewhere. But that's all work, right? So that's what this week was going to be. That doesn't work. Nothing's easy. Restart layout, stop all. Set value to. Always paused. Set that to 0, unless I need to actually have that set to. Okay, yeah, so that needs to be set to 1 for this to actually work. That might work. Maybe. I was convinced this would be a quick task. But yeah, basically this week I want to work on the trailer and the website, so basically the launch materials, really. This is not going my way. Oh, good. What the hell am I missing? It's all of the stuff in player death. So what? I'll have to go through it in order, I guess. Okay, so once. What do I actually do? None of this is any importance. Set timescale to 1. I mean, maybe that's an issue. Maybe because it's set to 0. Maybe. Game speed. Set hit to true. Stop music. I mean, I could do all that as well. Like, why not? Let's just pile it all in here. I'm feeling like just not doing this now. And getting through the rest of the stuff. But I have started and I've made changes to things. It sets it to true, stops music, stops music, stops music. Sets dead to true. I don't think that's that important, but maybe I need to set the player to dead. If dead's true, it triggers once. Yeah, so I don't want to set it to dead because it'll do all the stuff that I don't want it to do. Dead time, blah 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 blah. Bunch of other stuff I don't care about. More stuff I don't care about. Stop. All I care about is when the restart happens. So let's go to quote. Where's restart? So that's if I hit the game center button. I don't care about that. It's about hitting home. That. What? I'm really confused now. I don't know where the restart is. It's like, if I hit home, what happens? If UI home's ready, it subtracts stuff from this. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, because I'm not actually using the press. Yeah, I'm tempted to go through debug. It's just this all dates back to the original Game Jam version when I didn't have any concept of how a lot of construct worked. So I used a lot of timers and reduced time within the timer to make functions happen. It's really strange the way I went about it. And that's basically what's happening here. So I've got this thing called skip time. And I just need to find where the restart is. But this is the thing that annoys me, so I look for restart now. So I say, okay, cool. And I clear this, and I try and find out where it is, and I'm just as I have no idea. Because at the bottom of some closed folder tree, but I don't know which folder tree, so I have to go through it one by one. If I could get one thing fixed in construct, it would be this. Like, seriously. Okay, so second skip, dead time. So if I clear search, this should all be highlighted. So, but I don't know where. Where is it? Basically looking for pluses. Okay, so not those pluses. So that I can expand it. It's just... Oh, okay, right, that's why I missed it. It's hidden in here. But still, I can't see what I'm looking for. So start, set that to the beginning. Stops all audio, then restarts the layout. See, this is the thing that confuses me now. Like, what I think I need to do, actually, is unpause it. So whatever I do to actually pause, I think, so pause one, where the hell do I have the click event for pause? Pausing here. Set time scale, pause filter visible. Okay, so what could actually be happening is that I've got the pause filter on. Maybe, I mean, I'm guessing here, but this could be it. I really hope it's it. And of course I don't want to set that to 1. What am I thinking? Yeah, someone's just invited me to Counter-Strike. No, sorry. That could be the problem. I think it's because I'm changing it. Maybe. I'm throwing shit at a wall at the moment and hoping some of it sticks. And that's probably fucked up my achievements now, because I didn't go through the main menu. Alright, I'm just gonna listen to this. Okay. Now, I don't know if there's any, like, okay, so it's 50... Just gonna make sure the score isn't adding up or something. So, I know if you fall off the edge, you get 4. Just gonna make sure it's not adding up or anything. Cool, right. Wait, I didn't even use that then though, did I? So it still should be 4. Okay, that's not the safest of tests, but this seems to be working. And if I do it with everything muted, the options stay the same. How about if I turn off all the weather? How about if I die, then... This seems to be working fine. Obviously there was that weird are you sure click moment at the start. And obviously I want to put a confirmation in there. But this is kind of the base. I'm wondering if there's any knock-on effects to achievements here. So, one of the problems is these tick and cross buttons are probably all referencing the... Yes, they're all referencing something else. Although they didn't have to be. Yeah, I could just have them reference, like, so I'd have that could be reset equals 2, and then that could do the reset to menu or whatever instead, and then I could just reuse all these events. It looks like I don't do this stuff anymore, so let's... Is it safe to delete that? Yes. Just try and make my list a little bit shorter. This is crazy. Yeah, so I don't really need this boolean here that I'm creating. I could just do that and it should just work. I'm sure I don't need some of this stuff. Like, probably one of these was all I needed, and I think it was probably this boolean that I was setting. I probably didn't need that. Obviously you want to stop all the music. I'm just gonna kind of cut it down to the bare minimum now. So I don't need reset level, but I'm just gonna leave that there as a reminder that it exists. I don't know what cool other options does. I hate this. This menu is horrible. It's in so many places, and I'm reusing it in the main menu as well as in the pause menu, so that's probably why it's so horrible. Yeah, getting pretty hungry too. I think that's annoying me a bit. So let's restart run. So I'm going to do restart home. Restart to menu. And then I'm going to reset all of that to wherever it is. Reset home. Then go to layout, quote. And that should just work in theory. So both those buttons, they'll have instant, they'll react instantly. There won't be any confirmation or anything, which I want to add, but I think I'm going to split that up into another task. I do it at a later date because I am not enjoying doing that right now. I know I shouldn't move. I should finish something before moving on, but I've got a bunch of smaller tasks I'd like to get done. So, where's the music? What the hell? Oh, it was loading really slowly in the background. Strange. Right. Okay, that works. It doesn't click in or anything. In fact, it didn't even work that time. Oh, it's because the click region's wrong. Yeah, I need to fix that. Oh, that worked. that was quite quick. Let's try that again. I'm curious about distances actually, so 0.273. If I run in the level, will it actually add that? If I run for a while now and then reset to home, will it actually add that stuff? No. That's a bit harsh. Don't know the best way around that. I need to investigate that further. These achievements, they're driving me nuts. They're just like, they're really hard to like test, and I can't, because of the way I've built them, I can't jump from the menu into it. I have to always go from the front end. The effect actually plays there as well, which is nice. So there is actually an effect when you start the game, so... Huh! It's kind of a happy accident, I guess. But... yeah, so distance achievement. So basically, I need to... Over the process of me looking at these achievements and wanting to add like more detail to them, I found out that all of them are broken in some way. It's so annoying. I'm trying to find any bugs, but there don't seem to be any. Yeah, that's cool. That's nice that all works. I do need to put a confirmation in though, because it. Actually, I also need to check if this bug's fixed. Yes, it's still. Well, no, not yes, it's fixed. Yes, it's still a bug. So basically, when you first go back to the screen, there's no buttons at the bottom. Clicking on a level will give you the option to move on to the character screen and also check the score for that level. But if you click the next button before the animation of the buttons pops up, the option to click on the score is gone. Even if you click on other levels, it's just broken. You see, they've got to finish expanding before you can click it, and then it just breaks it. So I need to make sure that I actually get that fixed. I mean, that's a very, very, very minor bug, but because I know that it's so easy to reproduce on a mouse. If you're doing this on a touchscreen, you've got like two independent inputs that are next to each other. You can just basically tap tap. It could happen a lot more on a mouse. Sorry, a touchscreen. Right. Okay, yeah, that works. I'm quite happy with that. I do need to work out which of those extra lines of script I've put in that aren't even needed. I also, you don't, because it's so instant, that event to restart, you don't get a chance to hear the click or see the click animation. I'm just going to put that in my list. Restart. Presentation. Expansion, I guess. Okay, that's on the list now, which means I'm just going to minimize this a second. Did the volume just... What the hell just happened? That's really weird. What is going on? What the hell? Oh dear, something's gone wrong. What did I do? Right, so there might be a bug that I didn't know about. Was that when I clicked off and clicked back on the game? There could be something I didn't think about here. Let's not get too hasty thinking I've done something. Right, so loading the music takes a while for some reason. That's new. Oh yeah, the stone faces. That's a bit of a secret. But why did that happen? I'm wondering if there's a problem with restarting back to the menu because I've set the game as no longer paused, so there might be some kind of unforeseen issues with doing that. I don't think it's anything to do with the stone faces. Let's try and restart the level now. Yep. It's something to do with... So, this is something that won't happen on iPhone, but if you click off the game and click back onto it, it pauses it using like a kind of hardware pause rather than the one that I've got set up, and that's clearly scrapping with the stuff that I've got set up, and I'm bypassing in some way with my reset code. Which at that point has basically crashed the game. There's always something else. Always. Oops. So you'll see if I click off and then click back again. Oh. That's not meant to happen. Is this a bug that I've done? Can't be. Well, that seems to be okay. Now I can't reproduce it. Something's gone wrong. So usually if I click off the main window, it would bring up the pause menu. That's no longer happening. And bearing in mind I hadn't actually pressed anything with the either of those buttons this time. This might be a construct issue. Yeah, it's actually crashed. Because it's no longer doing any scaling. Huh. There is actually an update, a beta update that I was avoiding that it did list something about this on the Sira site. Let's have a look. So, yeah, this might be a bug. So there's 235 and 236. I'm currently running 234. Oh, I have a private message. Weird. What even is half of this stuff? We've warned you before that half of new. Oh. This actually might be the problem. So what's this stuff? Restart and layout now restores its original site in case it was changed during the loading. Oh, that sounds like it might be useful anyway. Dragon instance of bad time. Oh, no. So 235 might actually fix some of my problems. Feature new offline. Maybe. I should make a backup. You mean like the stuff I've done today? Maybe not go with it. Yeah. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go and grab some lunch. Well, it's not lunch now, it's dinner. But, yeah, like, I'm going to grab... And I'll update Construct and, yeah, make a backup of this as well. Because clearly something's not right at the moment. Yeah, and I'll be back on probably around 8 PM, like in a couple of hours. To actually do some of these easier tasks. I'll mark the ones that are easier and do them. There's some that I know that are. But yeah, I'm gonna do a backup and I'm gonna update as well. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, anyone who did. And I'll be back in an hour or 3. Okay. Thanks for watching.